Make More Putts by Arlen Bento Jr. "100-point putting skills game. Number 1. You earn 1 point in each drill for a total of 100 points. Number 2. When complete, you can compare your skills to other players. Number 3. Match the distances in the skills game to your course play. "100-point skills game setup. Use this 100-point skills game to improve your putting."
This is the setup to do the 100-point putting skills test. And we've got a relatively straight putt, and we've got tees in the ground. We have tees around the hole to show us what 3 feet around the hole looks like. And then we've got a 5-foot putt tee, which we're going to use to try to do the putting for 5 feet. We're going to move that tee out of the way. And then it goes back 5 feet increments. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then we skip 5 feet there and we go all the way to 40 feet. So when we're all done doing our exercises, we total these all up and we come up with our 100-point game.
3-foot putting drill. 1 point for each make, 20 putts, 20 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting.
Good job. Take it out, move to the next tee. So what we're doing now is we're working on the first skill set or skill test on our 100-point putting game. There are 4 3-foot putts around the hole, and all we're trying to do is we got 5 balls at each tee, and we're trying to make all 5. The goal is obviously to make 5 at every tee, so that's a total of 20 points. These are relatively straight putts, nothing difficult. But it still makes us pay attention to how important it is to use good mechanics, because these 3-footers count just as much as the long ones. Good job. So we're going to keep working our way around until we get to 20 balls. Every one he makes worth a point, and we add it up to see how many points we get on this first skill set.
"5-foot putting drill. 1 point for each make, 20 putts, 20 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting."
Watch the pace. Right, as you can see, we're now working on 5-foot putts, and we're doing 4 sets of 5 balls each, so it's a total of 20 points. It's part of our 100-point putting system, and we're going to do it again 3 more times and then add up how many putts we make out of 20 tries at 5 feet.
10-foot putting drill. 1 point for each putt 1 foot around the hole, 10 putts, 10 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting.
We've moved to 10 foot, and the goal at 10 feet now is we obviously are trying to make the putt, but you still get a point as long as it finishes within 1 foot. So as long as it finishes within 1 foot of the hole, you still get a point, and he's going to do 2 sets of 5 for a total of 10 points at 10 feet. It's right on the edge, but that's a point. That's a good one. So we're using the 3-foot tees are still on the ground. Those are all points. And you can see right away it's much tougher to make 10-footers than people realize. But with practice and creating good speed, the odds are much better to make more putts as you keep practicing. So a little break at the end. So those are all great putts. Okay, let's do it again.
"15-foot putting drill. 1 point for each putt, 1.5 feet around the hole, 10 putts, 10 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting."
Good one. So now we're at 15 feet, doing the same exercise. Still trying to get the ball into basically a 1 foot area, preferably behind the hole. If you make one, great, but the goal is to get it inside a foot so we can work on speed control here. So you get 2 groups of 5. So that's one. That one's a little outside, so you don't get a point for that one.
20-foot putting drill. 1 point for each putt 2 feet around the hole, 10 putts, 10 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting.
So now we're at 20 feet. We're still doing the same thing. We got 10 chances, and now we're trying to use like a 2-foot area. Doing a good job. Good one. That's really good. So you made 2, 4 out of 5. We'll do it again.
25-foot putting drill. 1 point for each putt 2.5 feet around the hole, 10 putts, 10 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting.
Here's another bonus tip. Sometimes, for whatever reason, as we get to like longer lengths, so now we're on 25 feet, and all of a sudden the putts were coming up just a little short of the hole, which means we either have to increase how hard we hit the ball, or we're going to have to make a couple little changes. So the first change we made, we tried to widen our stance a little bit. Okay, so go ahead, widen your stance. And what this does is it automatically creates a little bit longer movement in the stroke, which sometimes increases the roll and speed without having to change how hard we hit it. Now, we went ahead and did this, and we really didn't get an improved result. We actually got more inconsistent. So then what we did from there is we went ahead and what we tried to do is we moved the ball up in our stance. Okay, so let's move it a little further up. Now, we didn't change the way we set our putter, but we're definitely in a different position from what we're used to, and we still didn't get a great result. Okay, now finally what we did is we actually did the same setup we have here. So the ball's up in the stance, but we set the putter head about 1 inch behind the ball, maybe 1.5 inches, and we went ahead and made our stroke. So let's go ahead and just make this stroke. And what that did, it naturally increased the way we rolled the putt, because now, just by moving it forward a little bit, we were able to catch the ball slightly more on the upstroke, which some cases actually produces a little earlier roll, less skidding, and creates a little more speed. Let's do it one more time. Let's play that ball up in our stance, and we'll set the putter just a little behind the ball than we're used to. And we'll go ahead and make the same stroke as we did on the 20-foot putt. So it definitely comes off a little quicker, right? All right, so anyone can try that to see what works. There's 3 variations. Try each one, see what works for you.
30-foot putting drill, 1 point for each putt, 3 feet around the hole, 10 putts, 10 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting.
So now we're at 30 feet. We're doing the same drill. And we're making them now. Still focusing on just trying to control the speed. Now we're trying to keep it inside a 3-foot radius, preferably behind the hole. And we're going to do 2 sets of 5, and we're going to add it up.
"40-foot putting drill, 1 point for each putt, 4 foot around the hole, 10 putts, 10 points total. Use this 100-point skill game to improve your putting."
So now we're at 40 feet. It's the longest putt in our skill test. Still working on controlling speed. Learning how we putt. Figuring what we have to do as a player to make a little adjustments in our putting setup, our length of stroke, or maybe in some cases even our ball position to get better results. So those are all great results from 40 feet. It's the outstanding job though. Great job. Good work.